You can feel it. The tension, the noise, the chaos. Everyone's rushing, reacting, snapping. And in the middle of it all, you want one thing: calm. Not passive calm, not numbness. Real calm. The kind that can stand in the storm and still see clearly. But here's the truth. Calm isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. Like a muscle. And if you train it, it will change your life. Because in a world addicted to reaction, calm is your superpower. Let's talk about how to train it. Calm is not weakness. It's control. We've been taught that loud means strong. That being emotional means passionate. That being reactive means alive. But calm, that's real power. Calm is what happens when you stop letting the world pull your string. It's what happens when you stop being owned by your emotions. Because anyone can panic. Anyone can explode. Anyone can react. But it takes strength, real inner strength, to breathe, observe and respond with intention. Calm doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you don't fold. The myth of natural calm. Some people say, I'm just not a calm person. But that's not true. You weren't born reactive. You practiced it. You rehearsed overthinking. You reinforced worry. You built the habit of chaos. And that's good news. Because anything you practice, you can retrain. Calm isn't a gift. It's a discipline. The same way you build muscle through resistance. You build calm through moments of stress. The trigger is the gym. The pressure is the weight. And your breath is the rep. Every stressful moment is another chance to train your inner strength. The space between stimulus and response. There's a quote by Viktor Frankl that defines everything about calm. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. That space, that pause, is where calm lives. Most people don't have. They go from trigger to explosion instantly. But when you start expanding that space, one breath longer, 1 second slower, you stop being a puppet of emotion. You stop saying things you regret. You stop reacting to every provocation. You start choosing. That's not cold. That's composure. And the more you practice that pause, the stronger it gets. Your breath is the remote control. When your mind races, your breath speeds up. When your breath slows down, your mind follows. Your breath is the bridge between body and brain. It's how you switch from chaos to clarity. Here's how to train it. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Exhale for 6. That exhale is the secret. It activates your calm system. Do it when you feel anxious. Do it before you respond. Do it every day. Because your breath is your built-in superpower. Use it consciously, and you'll be unstoppable. Calm doesn't mean you don't care. Let's clear something up. Being calm doesn't mean you're detached. It means you're effective. People who lose control don't think clearly. They don't solve problems, they create new ones. But calm people, they see everything. When emotions spike, calm is the person who keeps the ship steady. When chaos breaks out, calm is the one who finds the path. That's why leaders, creators, athletes, they all train calm. Because chaos is constant, but composure is choice. Calm comes from clarity. You can't stay calm when you're lost in confusion. Clarity creates calm. When you know what matters, you stop overreacting to what doesn't. Most of your stress isn't about the moment. It's about mental clutter, worrying about 10 things that aren't even real. You can't control everything. So focus on what's in your control. Your breath, your effort, your attention, your response. The rest, release it. Because clarity clears the noise, and calm flows in. Detach from the chaos you can't control. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your reply. Not every situation deserves your stress. Most of what disturbs your peace doesn't belong to you, it belongs to others. The gossip, the outrage, the negativity, none of it's yours to carry. Calm people know this. Silence is power. Walking away is power. Choosing peace over pride, that's mastery. Train your calm by refusing to engage in battles that drain your spirit. That's how you conserve energy for what actually matters. Emotional regulation is a skill you'll never master. Calm, if you keep reacting to emotion like it's fact. I'm angry doesn't mean I must act. I'm anxious doesn't mean something's wrong. I'm hurt doesn't mean I'm weak. Emotions are signals, not instructions. The key is to feel them, not feed them. When anger comes, breathe. When fear comes, observe. When sadness comes, allow. The calm person doesn't suppress emotion. They channel it. You can't control feelings, but you can control flow. Calm is built in the boring moments. Everyone wants calm when life explodes. But real calm is trained in the small, quiet moments. It's trained when you wait in traffic without losing patience. You deal with a slow download without swearing. You listen fully when someone disagrees. You let a delay happen and breathe through it. Each moment of patience is a rip. Each pause builds resilience. So when life hits hard, you don't collapse. You respond with strength. Because you've been training for it all along. Your triggers are teachers. Every time something irritates you, that's not a sign of failure. That's a training signal. The person who annoys you, the comment that offends you, the plan that falls apart, they're all your mental weights. Ask yourself, what is this moment trying to teach me about my control? You can't grow calm in the absence of pressure. You grow it inside the pressure. Triggers don't expose weakness. They reveal where strength is still in progress. The calm mind sees more when your emotions are high. Your vision narrows. You stop seeing clearly. You react from impulse, not insight. But when you're calm, your awareness expands. You start noticing what others miss. Details, patterns, energy. That's why calm people seem wise. It's not magic, it's space. They've created enough inner quiet to actually see. And in a noisy world, that's rare and powerful. Calm protects energy. Energy leaks through reaction. Every argument, every overthinking loop, every emotional outburst, it drains you. Not physically, energetically. Calm is conservation. It's how you stay focused, grounded, and sharp. The person who doesn't waste energy reacting has more left to create, to think, to lead. That's why calm isn't passive, it's strategic. It's how you outlast chaos without becoming. Build a calm system. You can't rely on random peace. You need a system for it. Here's a simple one. Morning reset, 10 minutes of quiet, stretch, journal, or sit in stillness. Midday breath break, 3 deep breaths before major tasks or meeting. Evening wind down, no screens, 30 minutes before bed. Trigger practice, 1 conscious pause every time you feel rushed or irritated. This system conditions calm like daily exercise. Don't wait for peace. Train it, schedule it, repeat it. Calm is confidence. You know why calm people are magnetic? Because calm signals control, it communicates certainty. It says, I trust myself. When you're calm, you stop chasing validation. You stop defending everything. You stop reacting to every opinion. Calm people don't need to prove. They know that energy makes others feel safe around you. It turns presence into influence. You don't have to shout when your stillness speaks louder. Calm is contagious, and so is chaos. Energy spreads. When you stay calm, you regulate the space you're in. You give others permission to slow down too. That's why the most powerful person in the room is often the quietest. Not because they say nothing, but because their energy says everything. You've felt it before, that person who walks in and everything settles. Be that person. Calm people don't dominate the room. They stabilize it. And in a world of noise, that's leadership. Practice calm when it's easy, so you have it when it's hard. You don't start building calm in the middle of a crisis. You start when life is simple. When things are still, breathe deep. When days are smooth, practice presence. When you're happy, ground yourself. That's how you build muscle memory. Because when chaos hits, and it will, your training takes over. Calm isn't about pretending everything's okay. It's about knowing you'll handle it, even if it's. The world rewards reaction, but life favors calm. Because when you're calm, you think clearer. You decide better. You move smarter. Calm gives you access to your highest self, not the frantic one, not the fearful one, the focused one. And that version of you, that's the one who wins quietly. So from today onward, train your calm like a muscle. Breathe when it burns. Observe when it hurts. Respond when you could react. Smile when the world screams. Because calm isn't given. It's earned. And once you build it, you'll never have to chase control again. Because you'll be it. If this message grounded you, like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's train calm and move through chaos like master.